Cleanliness is attention to personal hygiene, or anything that keeps you looking, smelling, and feeling healthy and clean. Because cleanliness affects how others perceive you and how you feel about yourself, good cleanliness habits can lead to a happier life. Cleanliness, plain and simple, is a habit. Some people naturally tend to be cleaner than others, but there are lots of cleanliness habits, like flossing, for example, that have to be taught, practiced, and reinforced over and over. That's why routine is a good description of cleanliness. When you follow a hygiene routine and always keep up with it, then you don't have to decide whether or not you want or need to do something related to hygiene. You just do it. It's a good habit that you've developed and invested in. One of the best things about cleanliness is how pleasant it is for you and for others. When you feel, smell, and look clean, you feel better about just about everything. Putting on clean clothes or sleeping on clean sheets are some of life's small pleasures. And while other people may not be aware of your personal hygiene regimen, they definitely appreciate it too. Not only will you feel better in general, but you'll feel more specifically better about yourself when you are clean. Taking a few extra minutes to freshen up before an event gives you a confidence boost. You can take pride in your appearance and well-being. After all, part of being an adult is caring for your own body. Having good hygiene practices gives you a sense of pride and self-respect. Cleanliness is easy to take for granted sometimes, but we've all experienced a lack of cleanliness before, either with ourselves or with someone else. A lack of cleanliness is called slovenliness. A person who is slovenly does not have the habit of keeping themselves clean. Typically, a slovenly person is considered to be lazy. Although this might not be true, that is usually the initial perception that people have. If you don't take care of your own basic personal hygiene, you seem to be a lazy person. Secondly, a slovenly person is usually considered unpleasant to be around. Now, you may be funny, charming, witty, intelligent, but if you reek of body odor, have awful smelling breath, or are covered in dirt and grime, usually people want to keep their distance, if not get away from you altogether. Last, slovenliness usually leads to embarrassment. When you realize that people have a negative perception of you because of your lack of personal hygiene, you can feel embarrassed or even ashamed. Poor self-esteem and slovenliness go hand in hand. You can feel bad about yourself because you are slovenly, and you are slovenly because you feel bad about yourself, and so on and so on. Cleanliness can also be taken to the extreme, which is called obsessiveness. This is generally way more rare than slovenliness, but it's still worth noting that too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. Instead of merely routine, obsessive cleanliness is wasteful. While you definitely want to apply deodorant daily, it would be wasteful to apply deodorant 17 times a day. And while showering regularly is a good idea, there comes a point when showering too often or for too long can be wasteful. It wastes your time, it wastes money, and it wastes things like soap, water, shampoo. Obsessive cleanliness, instead of being pleasant and refreshing, is overwhelming. A personal hygiene regimen, while taking some time every day, should not dominate your life. Using too much of some products can actually damage your hair and irritate your skin. Wearing some perfume or body spray can be pleasant for you and for others, but too much will likely be overwhelming for everyone around you. Remember, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. It shouldn't come as a surprise then that obsessive cleanliness can lead to anxiety and stress. When you're overdoing it, you don't have enough time to complete other tasks. Taking too much time to get ready can leave you feeling stressed and rushed, and it can make you late for important events. Obsessive cleanliness can also cause anxiety because we place priority on cleanliness above anything else. While cleanliness is important, it is also important to get enough sleep, to complete work, to have time for friends, and to get enough exercise. Cleanliness fits into a healthy lifestyle, but obsessive cleanliness does not. We've already talked about some of the benefits of cleanliness, but here they are again. First, you feel good about yourself. You can take pride in caring for your own body in a responsible and mature way, and when you're clean and healthy, it's easier to feel confident, especially in social situations. While it should probably be the goal that no one but yourself knows about your personal hygiene habits, you can still go into situations knowing that you are clean, fresh, and prepared. Second, you make positive first impression. Again, while people probably don't consciously think about whether or not you showered this morning or flossed your teeth last night, the overall pleasant effect of good, consistent personal hygiene has a profound effect on first impressions. This carries into all kinds of situations, from dating to job interviews. After all, cleanliness beats the alternative. If you are truly slovenly, people will probably notice, and they're forming opinions of you too, whether they realize it or not. And third, you benefit physically and mentally. Many illnesses can be prevented by keeping yourself clean. Washing your hands regularly can limit your chances of catching a nasty stomach virus. And flossing daily can help prevent tooth decay. Taking good care of your skin, including using sun protection, can not only keep you looking younger, but also significantly lower your risk of skin cancer. And those are just physical benefits. You can also benefit mentally from cleanliness. One of the easiest ways to have a clear mind is to have a clean body. It boosts your self-esteem and gives you confidence. A healthy body supports a healthy mind, and keeping your body clean is a huge way to keep it healthy. So, how do you go about developing cleanliness? This feels like a weird question, but everyone can benefit from examining their habits and assessing where they can be more consistent or efficient. First, make sure you have all of the proper supplies. You don't need to get super fancy here unless you really want to. Plain bar soap will get you pretty far. Remember that you need to take care of your hair, nails, and teeth too. Second, form a manageable routine. If what you're doing is taking so long that you don't have time to do it every day, then your routine needs some work. If you notice that you usually break a nail before you think of trimming them, maybe now is a good time to consider just trimming your nails at the same time every week. Remember, consistency is key. We're shooting for cleanliness to be a habit, something that comes naturally and without too much effort. And third, stick to your routine. Don't skip a day because you're tired or think that maybe you can get by without doing it just this once. Remember, we're trying to build cleanliness habits, so consistency is most important here. Stick to the routine. Some days you don't feel like flossing, but if you decide to be a person that flosses every day, and you've practiced the habit for a long time, it gets easier and easier to stick with it. Don't skip your shower if you're super stressed and busy. Keeping with your routine and taking care of yourself by still taking at least a quick shower will help boost your mood and relieve your stress. Remember that part of being an adult is taking care of your own body and keeping it clean. Stick to the routine.